I eat so much protein, bro. 20 grams in a packet, yo, but why am I still not in shape yet, bro? Do you seriously think me here at 18 years old built this physique by eating fake protein products? If you are eating anything that looks like this, then don't complain about looking average. Let's take a moment and screw on our thinking caps. These are man-made foods that are completely disconnecting us from nature. Like none of this existed 100 years ago. And we've somehow got to a point in the world where we think this is healthy. If you actually want to have a good looking physique, I'm going to give you a piece of advice that took me 5 years of experience to learn. The best way to lose fat and build muscle is to eat as close to nature as you can. An argument against what I'm saying could be, oh, look at these elite athletes and bodybuilders, they're having protein powder, why can't I have it? Sorry to break it to you, but this is called marketing. I guarantee you 99% of athletes who are telling you, you need to eat this to get in shape, this is so good for building muscle and losing fat, they will all have an affiliates link with these companies so that they make money from selling you this. People don't look good from eating protein powder, they look good from eating meat and animal-based products. But you could also make the argument, why would I not eat these ready-made chicken that's got 45 grams of protein in a packet? I used to be a victim of this well, I thought I was eating super healthy having these. But when you look at the back, you see this straight up garbage. The marketing on the label does everything it can to take you away from what's really important, and it's on the back. What I'm saying is completely overwhelming, but everything I've said is true. Simply put, there are way too many foods that are labelled as good for you when they're actually awful for you. The crazy part is the labels on these products aren't actually accurate. So protein in foods isn't actually measured directly from the protein, but it's measured by its nitrogen value. Essentially, labs will test how much nitrogen is in the food, then multiply this number, and now you will get your protein amount. But the funny thing is, there is a loophole where the nitrogen doesn't actually have to come from the main ingredient. Some companies add cheap nitrogen that doesn't actually come from the main protein source. Most of these will be filler ingredients. Then on paper, that raises the nitrogen value. Then because of that, they can say, because this product has X amount of nitrogen in it, we can confidently calculate that it has this much protein in it. So these companies can say their product has more protein in it than it actually does, simply because they can add more stuff to make the nitrogen value even higher. But you know what foods you cannot do that with? Real single ingredient foods. You cannot bump up the nitrate value when you're eating straight cow. This is what I mean. People think they're eating healthy and they're getting enough protein, when in reality they're not getting either. So if you're ever in doubt with what you're purchasing, take away this saying: if it grew from the ground, grew from a tree, or grew from a mother, you can have it. The second thing to remember is to ignore whatever company's buzzwords they're putting on the front of their packets. These are here to distract you from this. The back of the product, the ingredient label, is what actually matters. So if you seriously want to get in shape, the best thing to remember in this world full of lies is that eat as close to nature as you possibly can, and you will guaranteed feel the best and look the best you've ever felt and looked in your entire life.